The purpose behind the clinical program was to do really two things. One, to bridge the gap between what law students learn when they're in law school and what the bar requires them to know when they practice. The second part, which kind of flows from that, was our ability to focus legal services on that segment of the community that most needed the help. So we found a great deal of civil rights litigation, a great deal of litigation aimed at the most disadvantaged segment of society is where law students and clinical programs worked. In the 21st century, what we now call experiential education has become the most important and biggest growth area in legal education.
I'm a first-generation American, so immigration has definitely been of interest for me for a very long time. Immigrants are a very underrepresented group and they need a voice, and I want to be that voice.
There are very few nonprofit organizations here that provide pro bono representation for immigrants. The clients that we represent in the clinic would not otherwise have legal representation in all likelihood, and they'd have to go through this very complex process on their own. We're asking students who are working on their very first cases to take on these incredibly complex cases. And they made arguments that practicing attorneys don't know or aren't able to make, and were able to be successful on behalf of their client.
Specifically here today, we were doing a motion for continuance on one of our clients. We had to reset a trial date that was scheduled for today on a felony trial. I want to be in the courtroom every day taking care of these kinds of cases in the community. So for me, this is the most outstanding experience I can get while I'm still a student.
Its specific purpose is to train the students and at the same time provide a service to the community. So we represent very at-risk kids in their delinquency proceedings. The second you go in there, you know if this is for you or not.
I'm handling cases now as a student that are above what a lot of first-year state attorneys get to handle.
At the Center for Earth Jurisprudence, our mission is to advocate for laws and policies that take a more Earth-centered perspective that respect the sustainability of life and health on Earth. It's a very unique organization. We're actually one of only 2 organizations in the United States that do the type of work we do, and we're only one of a handful of ones around the world.
I was just excited to be in it and kind of fall into everything that they had to offer.
They get a variety of experience, so they would be able to go out and start litigating environmental cases or advocating with the legislature or local governments for laws and policies, or working for another advocacy organization.
So a lot of environmental issues, the better, more comprehensive resolution of them comes through alternative methods. So I set up the clinic designed to focus on those alternative methods of dispute resolution, a non-litigation clinic.
We get to research, we get to do read complaints, analyze issues, and work with real attorneys and clients. And I think that getting that practical experience is extremely important.
There's no doubt that they have an increased understanding and commitment towards environmental issues. So I definitely think that it has helped spread that part of the mission of Barry.
Just being the only bankruptcy clinic in Florida will really, give me an edge over everyone else in the state.
We in the clinic select clients that would be potentially good for a Barry student to learn from, an educational client that would provide a very simple case that the students could handle within a semester or 2 semesters. So they could begin the case and end it pretty quickly. And ultimately, the client receives a huge benefit because they have students learning, but also they have a lot of attention to their case, and they also don't have to pay the normal fee for an attorney to represent them. I'm about serving our community, helping people who can't afford legal representation, and Barry University offers me that opportunity to serve the public. I can help others and also teach others to help others. That is very important to me.
This clinic particularly was really about spreading the word to families going through, very bad times. Divorce is never a happy thing, no matter what. But being able to bring to them a new method of divorce, which takes it out of the hands of the judges. They're really learning how to deal with the clients, how to get the clients to understand what they can do, what they can't do in law.
Definitely it's going to transition to the real world because I'm not afraid to speak before a judge. I'm not afraid to meet a client. I'm not afraid to speak with other attorneys. I know essentially how to run my law firm.
It's invaluable. When students go out having had clinical experience, they go into a law firm as a practitioner.
The Financial Stability Coalition at Heart of Florida United Way partnered with Barry University School of Law.
What we do is we allow people to come here and the students and the faculty prepare taxes for free.
It's a great thing, you know, a lot of people can't afford to go pay to have their taxes done.
H&R Block wanted $300, you know, and I said, no way.
It's like the third or fourth year I've been here. It's great. Just cool people all the way around.
They, you know, genuinely are thankful for you taking the time out of your day to help them.
Barry University students have been fantastic in providing assistance to the folks that are getting their taxes done here today.
Oh, it's one of the missions of the university, one of the missions of the school for the students to do pro bono work and to give back to the community.
When you talk to members of the bench and the bar, what you hear virtually uniformly is about the quality of the students' abilities as a lawyer, what they know and how they practice it. You hear something else that's even more important. You hear that our students practice law in a principled way. They understand the values that they are there to support. And at the end of the day, those values and that principled approach to the practice of law may be the most important thing we do.